Hey everybody, Superfluous Jay here with another Factorio for Beginners, and we are setting up our base here. We are setting up our steel factory, or steel, sorry, unloading station here, and we have a station for that. We have a load station. We don't actually have an unload station, so let's go ahead and fix that. Well, let's actually fix it correctly though. There we go. We want to get all the everything up to here, including these. We want to hold down Shift, these being those belts. We want to hold down Shift and get rid of this and this. And then we can say trains, station, unload. I think that's how I was doing it. And then we will say create a blueprint. And then I will plop it in there just so we have it. That's the load. Train, station unload, train station load. We want unload. And then we're just going to put this right here. And another one right here. We probably don't need two, but why not while we're here, right? And then we're going to name this guy Drop Steel. And we're going to copy it and paste it there. And then we are going to add a station to you to drop steel until you are empty. And then we're going to add a station to load steel. Or pick steel, that's what it's called. Pick steel, and then we're going to wait until you are empty. No, full. And then he's going to go to drop steel. And of course these are filtered to the wrong things. So let's change their filter to steel. We proved that this would work if he had pulled up to the wrong station. So there's a plus. We also want to change these ones to steel. And now we are unloading steel. And he's gone off to load more as well, which is nice. Okay, so we want this belt to come right through here. And we want it to be a red belt. There we go. And what we're going to do here is we are going to do this, and then this, and we're going to cut this off. You know what we'll do? We'll prioritize the right. That's not what we want to do. We want to input prioritize the right. And what we're going to do now is we're going to cut this off, because we don't need this anymore. Right here is where we're cutting this off, but I don't want to pick up a bunch of stuff in my inventory. What do you call it? Iron ore that I have to deal with. So I'm going to let it... Oops. I'm going to screw this up. There we go. And we'll run this up like this. Make sure the train's not coming, because as I mentioned, it will kill you. There we go. I don't know why I'm being so persnickety about this, but there we go. And then as these guys run, they're very quickly burning through the get it? Burning through the ore. And as soon as they're done, we're just going to pick this entire thing up and be done with it forever. And in the meantime, we've got copper galore. We're still prioritizing it on this side, which is good. We now actually have steel. So here's what we're going to do now. We are going to run... Actually, let's make this a red line. We're just going to red line steel all the way down. Oops. Yeah, that doesn't hurt anything. But we need this and this. Oh, the bots really want to bring me stuff. I can't really say no. Look how pretty our our concrete is here. I do need to fix up some parts of the concrete. Some of you pointed out something that I knew already, that some areas of the concrete are they don't have hazard concrete where they need it. And other places have things on the regular concrete that I want to move onto areas with hazard concrete. It's not a priority at the moment. I'm not doing very much driving through the base anymore, which is probably a good thing because, you know, I end up destroying things. But when I do drive through the base, I want to make sure that I don't crash into anything. So, oops. Should be zoomed out far enough that... Oh, I don't have any more red stuff. We're running low on stone, too. I need to address the stone patch, it looks like. There's always something. There's always something that you need to address in your base. Currently, it is the fact that, A, I don't have any red belts in my inventory. Let's just stand right next to this thing so it's easy for them to bring me stuff. It looks like I'm going to need some train tracks too, which makes sense because I used up all my train tracks. But also now I need to address the fact that we don't have very much stone coming down the line. I finally got my copper and my steel set. Mostly, oh yeah, the miners now, they have a red light on them when they're out, which is fantastic. It makes it so much easier than it was for me last episode or whatever the last time I was doing this. Because now I can see exactly when these miners don't have any resources, which is fantastic. Okay, speaking of miners not having resources, these guys are out of resources. You're out of resources. And that's what we're left with. That's all of our stone production is right there. Those 8 miners. So guess what we're going to need to do? That's right. We're going to need to find some stone. Let's see. Where's the nearest patch of stone? I actually don't see any. Oh, there it is. There's a big stone patch right up there, and it's right here, so we can easily slap it onto a train. We could make a new station right here to pick up stone and drop it probably here. We'll probably just make another station for stone right here and be done with it. And then ideally, that'll be the last thing we have to fetch from anywhere. Meanwhile, this patch that we're standing at has 48,000 stone left on it, which really isn't that much, obviously. But we're still working on it, so we'll let that go. I should probably address that right now. But before we do that, I want to address something else. And that something else is Kovarex processing. Assuming we have 40 Kovarex things up here. Which we might not. We have 39. So we're on the verge of having 40. So I should set this up. What we need here is we're going to need a centrifuge. Yeah, we have 39. As soon as we have 40, we're going to be able to do this. And actually, no, we don't have any in here either. So we are waiting for it. Although, is there one on the belt here? There is not. No. So we actually, I think we need 2, unless we catch one on the belt here. But for Kovorix, you need a centrifuge, so we have to make one. We're not making them anywhere, so we need all this stuff. And I should have my, I really should have my tank, which is up here. So I'm just going to run up and get it. Right after I said that I wasn't going to be driving the tank around. You know what? This will be faster and less destructive. Pick acid. So we need steel. We need gear wheels, advanced circuits, and concrete. And I'm going to turn logistics off so I can pick this stuff up without worrying about steel, gear wheels. Let's see. Advanced circuits and concrete. Well, concrete's easy because we're not using it all anymore. So we can do that for concrete, and then we just need some advanced circuits off the bus. And boom. There's a centrifuge, and now we can turn our logistics back on. And the robots will come and take all the steel we illicitly took off the belts. And I'm only going to make 1 for now. We're not going to need 2 in the immediate future. I guess we'll just go up to steel. Or maybe we'll go to drop uranium, because it's closer. But Kovarex processing is somewhat unique in that it... Oh, let me get around the train here. It's somewhat unique in that it... oh, he's placing his thing, which is funny. Do we have our 40th one? No, we do not. Oh, but we have it here. So we can take it off the belt here and then take these. And then we can throw... Oh, wait, we need to say Kovarex Enrichment process. Yes. So we can throw our 40 in here. And then we just need 1 of these. 5 of these. And I'm sure we have 5. Oh, yeah. Let's take this 26 of these. And now this is running. And what we want to do here is we want to only ever put 40 in there. So what we want to do is take a stack inserter. And we want to limit his stack size to 10, which is perfectly fine. But I'm going to say override it because stack size is going to get bigger as time goes on. And then we're going to put a box here and a box here. And then, you know what? We can do this, and this needs to be a filter inserter. Okay, and we're going to override his stack size as well. So he's always 10. And he is going to be filtered to uranium-235. And what we're going to do is, let me think about what we're going to do. Yeah, see, that's not going to work, but it did. Yeah, okay, what it did. Here's what it did. As soon as this guy finished, this inserter here put all of his stuff in this box. This guy, who's filtered for uranium-235, put all of his uranium-235 here. Then this guy put him in here, and then now he's running again with an extra one. When this thing finishes, he's going to have 2 in him, then 3, then 4, then 5. And he's going to be building up this queue. And I don't want him to. I want him to only use 40. Because it takes so long to get 40 of these, I don't want him to wait till he has 80 or 120 or whatever it is. I want to, as soon as he has 40, I want to make another one of these processors and then continue on the road, just so I can get these running as fast as possible. It's kind of like hand feeding in those first machines that I like in episode 1 when I was hand feeding things into smelters and stuff. I wanted to make sure that it was spread out, because time was of the essence. In this case, time's always of the essence, because these things are so rare that we want to get them as fast as possible. So anyway, so what I'm doing here is I want to make a circuit here of this guy, and he is only going to be active when actually no. Oops. Let's delete that green belt. This guy, he's only going to be active when where is it? There it is. Uranium-235 is greater than 9. So whenever this box has more than 9 in it, then he's going to put his 10 in there. And what that means is, let's turn alt mode back on so we can see. What that means is, as this guy, let's have it here. He's going to put the one more in, and it's going to be sitting there, and it's going to be ready to get taken out. Now the problem is the way I've built this. These are in the wrong spot. So let me Control X. And put them over here, so they're not quite in the way anymore. So I'm going to take these out. We're going to need to get and you know what? I hate to do it. I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to let this finish just because it takes so long. Eventually. There he goes. And just let him take all those out. And then, okay, then we're going to go Control X again. And I'm going to move him up so he's just off the belt here. And then we can put 40 and those in there. Okay, then we're going to do another, and then I can turn this around so he could load it back in. We're going to do another filter inserter, just a regular one is fine this time. And this one we only want to put uranium-238. He will grab all the uranium-238 he can and stuff it in here until it doesn't want anymore, which is, he just wants 11. So now what we're going to do here is as we watch this, when this thing finishes, he's going to put 41 into this box in 5 turns. He's going to go 10, 10, 10, 10, and then he's going to have the 41 in there. This guy is going to grab them 10 at a time and put them in here. This guy's going to grab them 10 at a time and put them in here. And there's going to be one left, uranium-235, in this box. So what I want to do is I want another inserter and another green line, and I want him to be enabled. His stack size is going to be 1. And he is enabled when uranium-235 is equals 1. So he's going to take the 235 out of here and put it on this belt for running into the main line, which will allow it to be used for fuel and also allow it to be put into this box, which will set off an alarm when we have more than 239, so that I can come up here and build another Kovarex Enrichment thing. And I can just build these all the way down, one after the other. Also, we're starting to build these up, and I actually totally forgot about that. We're going to need a centrifuge to process this stuff. So I should have built 2 centrifugi. Yeah, it's if you look here in the crafting, there's a crafting thing for reprocess the nuclear fuel. You take 5 uranium fuel cells, chug them through the thing, and they turn into uranium-238. So we can actually have something grabbing these things off and then just stuffing them on the same line so that the 238 comes out here as well. So this is already run. We've already got 3 in here, so it's working. The enrichment process is running, and we're getting enough 238 just off of this belt to satisfy this, and we're still getting extras being put in these boxes. So, yay! so we have succeeded, and that's it for now. That's all we got as far as that is concerned. So, I forgot where I was. Oh yeah, stone. We should probably address the stone issue. We should also address. There's one more thing I want to deal with. I need iron plates, and you know where I can get iron plates? Oh, I left my guy on here. This is going to be quite a rigmarole here. You go to steel, and you're going to take forever to go to steel, so I'm just going to run up there. Let's see if I can beat the train up to the steel patch. Looks like I do. So it's faster to run this distance than to wait for the train. Not that much, though. What we can do here is these guys are taking... Oh, see, yeah, as soon as... That's funny. As soon as these are done... Yeah, I'm gonna co-opt this one for us. As soon as these are done, these are like perfectly set up and aligned with each other. That as soon as they're done, they're ready to go. So we need 10 iron plates. So I'm just gonna grab them out of here. We've got one more. There we go. And now I can make a radar, because we definitely need a radar up here, so we can see exactly what it is we're dealing with as far as making biters mad. And I'm just going to put it up next to this laser turret here that I've already placed. And then, yeah, look at how far and wide our pollution is going. So we're going to have to deal with these biters as well, sadly. And possibly, like, ones way across this lake somewhere. So... Yay! I will probably do that off camera. I've already showed you everything I've wanted to. The only real thing to show you now would be once I get the next power armor, which is the final power armor in the game, which is Power Armor Mark II. Once I get Power Armor Mark II, I will be able to... Oh, these things are done. Yay! Once I get Power Armor Mark II, I will be able to really load up on the laser defense and just totally own any bad guys that we come across. So I guess there's really not much to show you at this moment. I need to do a couple little things. I need to do the nuclear fuel reprocessing. I need to then start researching more things to show them to you. So I think what I'm going to do is off camera, I'll take care of the biters. I will set up that stone mine, and then I'll come back as the stone mine's done just to show you what I did. And then we'll start working our way through this list of stuff. And it's only a couple things. We got better belts. We got coal liquefaction. We got a better assembly machine, which we haven't really seen a better assembly machine in a long time. And this is a big one, effect transmission. Effect transmission is a... beacons. It's a way to speed up your machines by giving them extra modules via beacons that allow you to affect everything in their area, which are kind of huge. And then we can move on to the next science. So that, though, is next time. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I definitely enjoyed playing it. I'm Superfluous Jay, and I will, as always, talk at you later.